Thando. And this comes on the back of a 3-day performance at the Market Theatre in Johannesburg. He hails all the way from Eshowe and has become such a household name in the South African music landscape. His name is Mbuso Khoza, and the award-winning vocalist and songwriter joins us now to give us more insight into his plans for the year ahead. Mbuso Khoza, a very good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me, sir.
Well, first of all, today is the day of reconciliation, and just listening to you a few seconds ago, I do get the sense that your music has got, heritage impressions. So what are your views on the day of reconciliation, and how far do you think we've come?
In as much as I understand what our government is trying to do, fostering unity. However, when you look at the foundation of December 16 was laid by the government of the Afrikaners after the Battle of Ingom in 1838. They called it the Day of the Covenant, and then later in 1894 they called it Dingan's Day. But they are commemorating the victory against killing black people. But another aspect is that in 1961, December 16, the formation of MK was commemorated. But now we need to really look at this and maybe and choose another day, because for me it seems like the foundation was laid by our enemies and they have not come forward to say we accept our wrongdoings against black people, and then we can commemorate this. And then, because when we check the history of Ukumelana Umlotha, when people have fought, they choose inkundla where they can stand and say, today we are declaring peace. But have we done that? Has it been done on boardrooms or publicly? Because it's the people who suffered. So Reconciliation Day affects as well is social cohesion. Right. So now if we can work on this properly, I think as we move forward.
Yes. And I suppose that, this is a day, its chief aim is to strike the balance between the divided past and how we'll foster reconciliation moving forward. But then let's talk about your music. You performed recently at the Market Theatre. How did that go?
Oh, it was so amazing. It was so amazing, man. We had almost a full house on both 3 days. So it was really amazing to realize that my craft is growing and people are warming up to it so amazingly.
Yeah, and how does it feel? How does it make you feel performing at the Market Theatre for the first time?
It was a most rewarding moment, remembering that when I used to stay in Newtown under the bridge there, I used to walk to the Market Theatre and envying musicians going in and out there. I'm like, hey, when is my turn coming? And that was the most rewarding moment for me, being in that environment, because that's where I used to hang out when I had no place to stay. Yeah.
And your time is now, but Mr. Khoza, your time is now. You've recently collaborated with DJ Black Coffee on your hit single, Tondo. How did that come about?
Black Coffee, we've been in contact with him since last year. He's always on the road, and he asked that, can we work on something? And I'm like, hey, this guy is busy, and we're both busy. And then earlier this year, he just sent me an example of a composition. Can we come up with something like this, Pakistan, sound, but use your language? And then that's how the song came out. And yesterday we performed for 20,000 people at the Dome. Yeah, the show was completely sold out.
Okay.
Right.
Now, tell us more about being one of the most exciting music celebrations, to emerge from Southern Africa in the past 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start, but in the South African music is really changing now. The complexion of the field itself is really changing. When you look at the piracy, I think for musicians, on the contrary, it's good times, because musicians, they need to stop relying on record companies and actually go out there and sell their music and sign their music.
Yeah, they should make use of their car boots and going to the streets and interacting with their fans, selling their stuff.
This means South Africa is no longer in need of celebrities, but we need musicians and artists who are going to go out there with a stronger message that will build our country. Especially now, we're celebrating 16 days of activism, but what is our role as musicians?
Okay.
Are we waiting for copies to for sales, or taking an initiative within the message? Because now when we need to caution against the message that says our ladies need to strip off.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have much time. That is award-winning vocalist and songwriter Mbuso Khoza speaking to us about his plans for 2019, as well as releasing a new single titled Thando with DJ Black Coffee. Show us what you got, man.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Kunganisi sihlu